Hey, what's up YouTube? Brian Fajoli here. I just did an unboxing of the LG G5. Really awesome phone. I'm also now taking a look at a brand new phone from a company you may have heard of called HTC. Yes, this is the HTC 10, the new flagship from HTC. Now, HTC has been making some really beautiful phones like forever now, where they're kind of premium, they're made out of aluminum. There was the M8, the M9, and now, dropping the M, we just have the HTC 10. It's not the one M10 or anything like that, it's just the 10. And it's a simple name for quite the simple device. And when I say simple, I mean that in a good way. There's no gimmicks, there's no flash. It's just, let's make a really great Android phone. Let's make an Android phone that Android lovers and users really want. So HTC set out to do that. And I did get to play with this at a recent HTC event where I got to handle the phone and everything. But now I'm going to unbox this one. Now, this particular model is unlocked, so it would work on AT&T or T-Mobile. There's going to be a model later on for Verizon and for Sprint, but I think at least initially it may only be sold as an unlocked variant. I believe that's the case. But let's go ahead and take a look at the box itself. So let's see. So on the front, we just have these little holes and HTC. The side are blank. The top is blank. I believe, yes, even the bottom is blank. Now, just want to hide some information that's on the bottom of the phone so we can just take a quick look at the back of the box without going too far. So let's see. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor. That's a really top-of-the-line processor right now. A 5.2-inch screen. So it's smaller than some of the other phablets. So I've been using an iPhone 6s Plus recently, which is a really great phone. It's a really wonderful phone, but it is very big. It is very big, and there's good and bad to that. So having a really big, like 6-inch screen is great if you know, on your eyes. Your eyes will appreciate that. When you're looking to get work done, it's nice to have a big screen. However, in your pocket, it can be very heavy. There's sometimes when my iPhone 6s Plus hits me in the knee when I'm walking, and it kind of hurts my knee because you know, as I'm walking, the phone is so heavy and so big, it kind of like hits against my leg. Sometimes when I go to a restaurant and sit down, the phone is kind of uncomfortable. So it's kind of nice to have a smaller phone, such as this one here, the HTC 10. 4 gigs of RAM, that's incredible. Now, just so you're aware, so 4 gigs of RAM is a lot for a smartphone. It's probably overkill. However, put it this way, they Google, for instance, a lot of the Chromebooks only have 2 gigs of RAM. There's a lot of Windows machines that are being sold with 2 gigs of RAM, which is way too little for Windows, which is a pretty bloated operating system. And I don't say that in a bad way. Windows has just been around for so long, it does so much, but Windows is a very heavy operating system. And quite frankly, a lot of machines are still being sold with 2 gigs of RAM. Here you're getting 4 gigs of RAM for a phone, for a smartphone. So this thing is gonna you know, you can throw anything at it, it should be brilliant. It takes micro SD XC cards, which is really great for expansion, and HTC lists 2 terabytes as an option. Now, there is no such thing as a 2 terabyte phone. That's more theoretical. By the time a 2 terabyte card was to hit the market, this phone would already be obsolete. So it's kind of silly to say 2 terabytes, but yes, theoretically, it could take a 2 terabyte card if that existed. Right now, you can get a 200 gigabyte card for, I bought one recently for $60 on Amazon, a nice SanDisk card. So they are affordable, a 200 gig card, and you can expand this up to 200 gigs right now because that's all that's available. 12 megapixel camera on the rear with optical image stabilization. Now here's something really cool. The front camera is 5 megapixels, so really high megapixel for taking selfies, but also optical image stabilization on the front camera. That's really awesome. HTC boom sound. Now, it has boom sound, meaning it has the sound is tuned by HTC. It has nice speaker speakers, but it's not the top and bottom stereo separation type that you're used to. So it's not like the kind found on the M8, for instance. But still, it should offer really great audio quality. It says high-res audio, Wi-Fi. It has 802.11ac audio, 802.11ac Wi-Fi, I should say. 4G LTE, of course, NFC, and it has a fingerprint reader. So finally, a fingerprint reader uses USB Type-C, and what's really cool is Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. So that means I believe you can charge in like 30 minutes, you can charge the battery like 50%. So you can charge the phone really quickly, and you can get a really nice Quick Charge 3.0 charger on Amazon for like $10 or $15 for your car, for your house. You know, it's inexpensive to get these chargers. Really, really awesome. Okay, so again, this phone, the model that I have, it's unlocked for AT&T or T-Mobile. This particular model is Glacier Silver. I believe it also comes in like a black color and a white, but this is silver. Okay. So next, what we want to do is actually look at the inside of the box. This is an unboxing video after all, and I've spent a good portion of the video so far talking about the outside of the box, the specs on the outside. So let's go ahead and open it up. Ooh. There's the phone. If you watch my unboxing videos, you'll know that's the last thing that I'm going to look at is this phone. If I get out of the box, strangely, I'll show you guys here, it's kind of hard to get out of the box. I'm going to pull up on the plastic. Okay. We're going to put the phone to the side just for now so we can look at what else is in the box. And it feels very light. So let's see. Here we see it says Type-C. So there's a USB Type-C cable in here. Throw that to the side. Okay. We have a USB Type-A charger. USB Type-A. And it comes packed with a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. There you go. So Type-C, the reversible standard, very cool. And that goes to Type-A, which is not reversible. Now, if you did want to use this with a computer that has Type-C, you can get a USB Type-C to Type-C cable, or you could get a USB Type-A female to USB Type-C male adapter and use this cable. I would recommend getting a good quality cable. There's a lot of talk recently about poor quality USB Type-C cables. The consortium, I believe, for USB just came out saying they're going to come up with a scheme to have it auto-detect cables that are of poor quality so they don't ruin the phone. But this should be a really good quality cable because it's coming right from HTC. So there you have a USB charging adapter and a USB-C, and a USB data/power cable. So let's see. I'm going to put the box to the side now. Throw that there. We have, now I always like this, the SIM removal tool. If I can open this up here. The SIM removal tool from HTC has the logo on it. And it's one of those little things where HTC, it's their branding on there, okay? But this type of branding, when you see something that says HTC, that no one's going to carry this around. It's not free advertising for HTC. So you say, why does HTC put this logo on here? They could save money and just put a circle or something, or just make it flat. They even use a SIM card shape for the design. So there's a lot of thought that went to the SIM removal tool. And that makes me know that the engineers, the designers behind this phone, they care about the product. You're not going to put this much thought into a SIM removal tool unless you care about the company you work for and you care about the product you're making. So this is a good sign. Just seeing this is a good sign. So let's see what we have. Okay. And we have HTC 10. Shows you how to insert the SIM card. Safety and regulatory guide. Warranty. We're not going to read any of that. So let's just put all that to the side. Now, let's have some real fun and look at the phone itself. So here's the HTC 10. I really, really like this phone. So world's first optical image stabilization camera front and back. So they're claiming this is the first smartphone have the front and back have optical image stabilization. That's cool. HTC Boom Sound Hi-Fi Edition, up to 2 days battery life. That's something I'd like to test because my iPhone 6s Plus has really wonderful battery life. It gets me through a day. It doesn't get me through 2 days. If they can really get me through 2 days, that'd be really, really awesome. So let's go ahead and take the plastic off here. On the back, it shows again how to remove the SIM card. I don't know that's necessary to have on the back of the phone, but okay. It is inside the manual. Ooh, peel that plastic off. That comes off the top, okay. On the bottom, we see USB Type-C and a really nice aluminum speaker grill and microphone. On this side, we see the SIM, is this the SIM removal? I believe this might actually be the micro SD card tray. Does it say on the, on here, power, fingerprint, back. Yeah, that is correct. So this is the micro SD card slot. On this side, we have the SIM card removal tray. We have a volume rocker, which is cool, volume up and down. We have the power button is a serrated button, so you can kind of tell the difference between the volume rocker and the power button. If you were just to rub your finger here, once you feel the serrated aspect, you know you're touching the power button. On the top, this is actually really nice. It's just a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's no other ports in the top. There's no IR blaster. It's nice to have an IR blaster in case you want to control a TV with your smartphone. I don't find the need to do that. I gotta be honest with you. I've never really done that in my phone other than just testing it. So I'm not feeling there's any loss there. I like this nice clean look, okay? On the back, it's a really nice industrial aluminum feeling phone. The edges are really, really beautiful. It has a little bit of a camera bump here, but we have, it looks like a dual flash. And I believe this is like a laser, is this laser focus, it looks like to me as well. The HTC branding is really nice here. There's no carrier branding on here because this is an unlocked phone. But like I said, it will work with AT&T or T-Mobile. So let's go ahead and turn the phone on. I'm going to hold down the power button here. Ooh. Wow, the screen looks really nice so far. Now, I know I'm just seeing the HTC logo, but it looks very sharp. Powered by Android. Let's see what the boot animation looks like. Now, this is the first time this phone is being booted. Is there an animation, or is this the whole... Oh, there we go. Whee! Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. That was nice. That's a nice animation. HTC boot logo. I like not seeing any carrier branding on the boot.